Hello, fellow comic book lovers, collectors, and aficionados. Vin Crew here with his current bitch, his back issue comic haul, and yeah, just got quite a few books to get through as usual. Nothing super staggering this time, but just some cool, different stuff, I guess. Let's start off with this book right here. This is XXL, and it's a special edition. Now, what makes this thing sought after is that it's a magazine, and it's not really something that people that's on the it's on people's radars, I guess. But if you're a Eminem fan or if you're a Punisher fan, you definitely know what this is and how hard it is to find. Let me just show you what exactly the hubbub is all about on this book here, but bear with me here. It has to do with here's the cover that I just showed you, and then it has to do with this comic that's inserted in here. And if you look on eBay, I know there's, I think, two listings at the point that I'm making this, and one is it was for $49.99 best offer, but I noticed today he raised it up to $59.99 best offer, or there's one for $125. So I don't know. You make the deal there, but it's pretty hard, pretty sought after. Was at Half Price Books and found a bunch of these Image Plus, which I think, as most of you know, is there's a standalone story that's a little snippet, 3-4 pages of the back issue of Negan. There's issue 1. I paid 50 cents each for them. There's issue 2, 3. And then I found 6. So I'm missing 4 and 5. If anybody has them, maybe they could, if they want to do a trade or whatever, they can hit me up. So that's kind of cool for 50 cents each. I saw this book, I think it was on CBSI or one of the Google Plus sites, with the upcoming Ragnarok movie. This is just an awesome looking Thor versus Hulk in the modern day cover. There's some great Silver Age stuff, but I really like this one. This is Onslaught Reborn, the variant edition to issue number 2. Thor taking on Hulk there. This goes back to the San Diego Comic-Con news. This is Vibe 3, Justice League of America's Vibe 3. This is the first appearance of BICH, I believe is the person's name, who's going to be making their appearance in Flash, I believe it is. So, then this here is Hellboy, the Wild Hunt number 2, which is the first appearance of the Blood Queen, who is going to apparently be the big bad for the Hellboy reboot movie, which is starring the sheriff from Stranger Things. I don't know. I'm a big Ron Perlman fan with the Hellboy, but hopefully this guy can do it. With Jack Kirby, his birthday was not that long ago, and here's a Jack Kirby book. This is Sandman number 1. This is actually a double, but the reason I bought this is for this particular one right here. This is the purple air variant, and you can see there's the blue and then there's the purple. I know ETA Nick did a great video on this particular book, but I have been wanting this since, oh my gosh, since a little bit before Hero Hunter showed his back a couple, 3 years ago. And it's just not an easy book to find at a reasonable price. The next book I'd like to get is an FF 110 ink error. So if anybody has one of those at a reasonable price or a trade, let me know. Some magic books. Here is one I've seen quite often as of late. It's the Mystic Arcana Magic number 1. And then this one is one I don't see all too often, or maybe I just haven't been noticing, but this is the X-Men Return of Magic. What this does is it reprints 3 or 4 Magic's stories, and just a great cover. So if you're a Magic fan, maybe you want to look for this. And then here's something that maybe some of you may know and maybe some of you might know. or may not know, but here's a magic series that's called X-Men Magic from the pages of Black Sun. Now, Black Sun is important, but this is a 3-issue series. This doesn't look exactly like Ilyana Rasputin, does it? It isn't. Now, this is the second Magic. Her name is Amanda Stepton. Amanda Stepton. And apparently, now this is not like a different universe Magic or whatever the case, but this is actually, she took the mantle of magic to keep the limbo at bay from going in, invading our dimension. And so she took on the mantle of magic. And her first appearance is actually in this book right here, which is in X-Men Black Sun. So if you want the magic part due, this would be it. Either that, or if you're just a sole Ilyana Rasputin fan of magic, then you want to stay away from this mini-series right here, okay? All right. Hope that makes sense there. And like I said, it's not a different Earth thing or whatever, you know, dimensions, whatever, 2099 or whatever. Found my Flashpoint Elseworlds finally. As I mentioned in my last bitch, the new Flash, this is part 1, I believe, and then that's part 2. It's a 2-parter, but this is Elseworlds. It's not part of the 5-issue miniseries and then the other stuff, but this is Flashpoint Elseworlds. So, and like I said, the Flash movie is going to be titled Flashpoint, I guess, so I'm not sure. Here's another book that was optioned. This is The Little Depressed Boy, and this is issue number 1. Now, I've been actually looking for this book for quite some time. I got lucky and found it at a local shop. I paid $8 for it. Not an easy book to find. I don't know what the print run of this thing was, but it's by Image, and it's got kind of a pretty good loyal fan base there. So but like I said, this was optioned for a movie, I believe. So something you might want to look for. And I think right now these are going for about $20 to $30 on eBay. This is Khazar the Savage number 11. Now, if you're a fan of Ilyana Rasputin and magic, you know that there's a particular person in Limbo. Oh my gosh, forget the guy's name. Now I gotta pull this out and remember it. Sorry. I'll find it here in a minute. Sorry. His name, I always want to say Balthazar, but it isn't. It's Belasco. He is the demon that kidnaps Ilyana Rasputin and brings her to Limbo. So this is his first appearances. And so if there is ever a standalone magic show or movie, you know Belasco has got to make his appearance. So that is in Khazar the Savage number 11. This one is just a gorgeous cover. This is Dodson cover to House of M number 2. Beautiful Miss Marvel Dodson cover. I know Joshua Middleton is getting a lot of attention lately, especially that Aquaman, that cover B, I think it is, with Dolphin on it. Well, I just happen to like the original Dolphin so much better. This is Showcase 79, the first appearance of Dolphin. It's just a beautiful book, very underappreciated, or just flew under the radar for many years. Dolphin just didn't do anything, and then apparently they are trying to resurrect her in the new Rebirth. So, all right. Okay, I know that this particular series is getting a lot of attention for the J. Scott Campbell covers, but don't overlook the Lee Bermejo covers to this series also. This is Superman and Gen 13. I'm missing number 2, but I found issues 1 and 3 of the Lee Bermejo covers. The J. Scott Campbells are great covers too. I would definitely pick them up if I find them. But this is also Adam Hughes is in this. So if you're an Adam Hughes, Lee Bermejo fan, you might want to put that on your radar. Speaking of Adam Hughes, found some Fairists. This is number 6 and number 8. Both of these are Adam Hughes covers. And then I've got to give a nod out to Tony, Why Not Art. He did a fantastic video on Adam Hughes stuff and stuff you probably never thought Adam Hughes was affiliated with. I would highly recommend going back and looking at that if you haven't had a chance to look at it. But this was some stuff that he mentioned and I was able to pick up. This is Detectives Inc. number 1. And then the Detectives number 1. Once again, this is all older Adam Hughes stuff you probably wouldn't even think of being Adam Hughes. So if you're an Adam Hughes completist, here in this one here is really cool because not only is it Adam Hughes, it is Brian Bolin, Alan Moore, and so many other people are Alan Davis, so many other people. This is the A1 True Light Bikini Confidential. So if you're an Adam Hughes fan, if you're an Brian Bolin fan, if you're Alan Moore, any of that, you should definitely put that one on your. It's a thick book too. It's by I think it Atomica Press. And then here's Stargazers, The Legends of Stargazers, issue 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All Adam Hughes stuff right there. So Legends of the Stargazers by Innovation 1 through 5. All Adam Hughes. All right. Now we've got Death Hawk number 2. Another Adam Hughes. And the spoof. I've been trying to pick up spoofs. I've got quite a few spoofs already. But this is the swimsuit issue. All right. You can just see Adam Hughes right there. I think that's one of the first times he started doing AH on his covers was with these spoofs. Could be wrong there. All right. Got some more stuff to go through here. Let's see what we got. Let's see how much of this I can get through here. Here's some Michael Turner stuff. This is Soulfire special preview. Oh, this is sorry about that. And then here is the swimsuit special to Fathom. Number 2, I think it is, swimsuit special. Here is Spider-Man Red Sonja, number 2 of 5, Michael Turner. And then the finally found the last part of the Civil War Black Panther Michael Turner stuff. This is issue 25. Did 22, 23, 24, and 25. So now I got that complete. So happy about that. Okay. Found a Divinity number 1 blank cover. I don't know what Divinity's doing anymore, if anything. Found a finally picked up. I don't pick up a lot of new stuff. I don't go to stores or anything like, LCSs very often or anything like that. This is Batman Rebirth, the lenticular, the button thing. Paid $1 for that at Half Price Books. Paid $4.50 for this. Batman 21 at Half Price Books. This is paid $2.50 for this at Batman. This is the director's cut number 1. This is the Sinkowitz cover. I paid about $1.25 for that one. Harley Quinn number 1. This one is cool. I love Cerebus. This is Anything Goes. I saw this on somebody's video once. I can't remember the guy's name. If you watch my stuff and you were the one who put this on, let me know. But the cover just was really cool, so had to pick that up. Paid about $1.75 for that guy. This had quite the commotion for quite some time. It's obviously cooled down, I believe, but I paid What I pay $1 for that. Batman Superman 32. What is that? The first Asian Superman or something like that. Found a Delato Moon Knight. Found another copy of this. The first John Kent. Found another copy of this. Punisher the Max #1. So those will go on my double stuff. Found this. This is kind of cool. If you're now, don't get it wrong. I'm not calling it the first appearance. You make your own decision on this. But this is Marvel Age 2. This actually predates Alpha Flight #1. So with that being said, that could, if you make the decision to be so, this could possibly be the first appearance of Puck. Who makes his first appearance in Marvel Age or Alpha Flight #1, but this does predate Alpha Flight #1. Adam Hughes, if you're an Adam Hughes guy, he actually did the back cover of Marvel Age 129. Here is Marvel Age annual #4, first appearance of the cleanup crew. You know what I'm talking about. Did a TV series on it, didn't last. But here's another. This one's been showing quite often. This is the McFarlane issue to Marvel Age #90. If you're a McFarlane Spidey fan, it's a pretty cool cover. This one here, I'm just a big Lobo fan. This series ended on issue #64, so this is the second to the last issue. What's this person's name? Paculi, something like that. Cover for Warlords of Mars 25. I think that's her first. I think it's a girl, isn't it? I could be wrong, but that's the first cover I've got by that artist. Found another copy of Young Avengers #1. This is the director's cut, not the San Diego Comic-Con one, but very cool to have that one. Found Mighty Thor for $11. The only reason I picked it up is for twofold. One is it's a cameo of the New Warriors, but it's also a newsstand. And let's get some things straight with newsstands. I know everybody's going gaga over newsstands, and people are really starting to pay attention. The graders are starting to make notes of it on particular issues. But let's remember now, from 85, I think? Yeah, I think it was 85. From 1985 on, the direct editions surpassed newsstands. And they started in 1979. So let me rephrase this. The direct editions started in 1979. And until 1985, 86, the newsstands were selling more than the direct editions. So if you want to find the harder ones, the less printed ones, before 1985, you want to find the direct editions. After 1985, 86, you want to find newsstands. I hope that makes sense, because then they surpassed, direct editions surpassed newsstands. All right, found a copy. I paid $6 for this one. I found a copy of Totally Awesome Hulk. This is what the Kid Kaiju first appearance, and it's the Michael Cho variant. Found a copy of Flash Annual #2. I know this was popular for quite some time. I think it's just a hard to find issue, and it's a first team up maybe of Green Lantern and Flash in the 52. I'm probably wrong on that last snippet. This one, man, this book was driving me crazy. This is She-Hulk, Sensational She-Hulk 27. Now, the reason this book drives me crazy is this is the second issue I found of this, second copy. But if you see the blank UPC, I thought I couldn't figure out what the heck this was for the longest time. What this is it's an actual error. And they claim, and when I say they, I found in Comic Realm and Atomic Avenue. Comic Realm puts it as 1 of 3,000, or 1 in 3,000, excuse me. And Atomic Avenue calls it 3,000 printed. So they estimate that at about 3,000. So if you're sensational, in both of them sell, if they have them, they don't have them in stock, but if they have them, they ask $20 a piece for them. Whereas the regular is like $3 or whatever. But if you're interested, this is the error version of Sensational She-Hulk 27, and it's the blank UPC. Have 2 copies of that now. Found, I went to Half Price Books, and man, did I get lucky on finding some stuff there this time. Holy cow. Found this book right here. Venom #2 for $1.50. Found Venom #1, the Casada, for about $2. Found Secret Avengers 23, the first appearance. Some people call it the first appearance of Agent Venom. Some people don't. Whatever. It's a popular book, I guess. Deadpool 19. Is this the first Hip Monkey or something? I don't know. Yes, it was a popular cover. I don't know what it's. I think it's like a $10 to $15 book right now. Very happy to find this one finally, and I found that for $1.50. Found this for $2. The David Mack Brightest Day Justice League 45 variant. I do have 2 copies of the other one. I can't remember, 51 or something like that. And it's the black where's the black costume Supergirl. So very happy to finally have that one, man, for $2, less 10%. And then these two here, I was extremely happy to find. Both of these are doubles, so if anybody's interested, a lot of those I just showed you are doubles too. Avenging Spider-Man #10 and #9, the first appearance of Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel. Right now, I watched 2 auctions close in the last couple of days for both these two together. One went for $49 and one went for $51 with shipping for raw books. So these are pretty darn popular still. So those will be up on the trade block. What else did I find here? Let's see what we're doing here. Found some Adventure Comics, speaking of Supergirl. What is that? Just to fill some runs here. I paid like $3 a piece for them, $2.50. A couple of Supergirls of the Bronze Age. Witchblade Demon 1, the DF copy. This was cool. Found. Now this one is a double, and this one is not. This is part 1 and part 2 of when Miss Marvel, the original series, the Bronze Age one, abruptly ended on, was it 23 or 25? It wasn't supposed to end when it did, and they still had a little bit of the story to tell. So that sat in the coffers for quite some time, and they decided to finally print it in these 2 issues here, Marvel Superheroes, the summer edition and the fall edition of 1992. So like I said, this is the first, this is a double, this one is not. So very happy to have that. Found this for a couple bucks. Thought it looked kind of cool. This is the Virgin variant to #6 of volume 5, I believe it is, of the Red Sonja. Kind of cool. This one I had never seen before, and it's apparently a Hasbro toy book, but this is Mystique, the poster book. So if you're a Mike Mayhew or Greg Horn fan, this book is chock full of fold-outs and whatnot of Mystique's covers of that series. So I thought that was kind of cool. I hadn't seen that before. This one, okay, Netflix just signed a deal with Mark Millar to take on his entire library of material for the most part. The reason I say that is some of it's obviously been done already. The Kingsman, Kick-Ass, some other stuff. But with that being said, people are all excited. The speculators are going crazy. What book is it going to be? And apparently they think Reborn has already been chosen as one of the first projects, if not the first project, via a tweet. So if you're interested, there's Reborn #1. Let me temper this, man. Millar stuff has never had a surge in popularity or price. I don't know why. It's like bad luck with this guy or something, but it is what it is. All right, so let's see what else you got here. I found this Legion 91. What a cool cover that is. I don't know who did that cover, but Lobo and Shazam, really cool. Found This is one of the last issues of Young Justice, but just a killer Dark Side cover there. I found X-23 Avengers Arena, Avengers Arena. This is number 4. This has got a great X-23 versus Darkhawk cover. So if you're an X-23 or a Darkhawk fan, that's a pretty cool cover. Love these Batgirl. I love any of the year 1 stuff. Batman year 1, Robin year 1, Batgirl year 1. I do have Robin and Batman complete, so I'm still working on. I've got pretty close to all of the Batgirl done. So just working on that. This is a Chemco Presents number 1 Batman Dark Tomorrow, I think it's called. And there's several covers to this one, but it's like with a toy or something, I think. J. Scott Campbell, Danger Girl, G.I. Joe number 1, is this? Number 2, excuse me. All right, finally found a Death's Head number 2 with all the toy thing. That thing was popular. Saw this, and I don't know, was it Doom's maybe or somebody's? G.I. Joe. This is, what is this? This is the Robert Atkins cover to G.I. Joe number 7. Kind of a cool looking cover there with Snake Eyes in the Rain. All right. Orlando Perlez, OP I call him. I know I butchered your last name. I'm sorry, Orlando. But this is Image United number 2. This is the McFarlane cover to Spawn. He showed this not too far long ago. Some Marvel Tales. Here is to reprints 31, and this one reprints 33. And with the Homecoming movie, 33 saw a nice little resurgence in popularity there, so I'm happy to find that. This one I just thought was just an unbelievable cover. Is Diodato, I think, did this. Punisher Bullseye. Look at that gun there. That's funny. Found the 5th print to Punisher Kills the Marvel Universe, Part 1. I could care less about, oh no, it's Deadpool that just did Part 2 of this. But yeah, so that's a cool looking Punisher cover there. All right, sorry, getting close here, guys, getting close. Let's see what else I got. I don't know what else I'm going to show here. So this is another one, if you're a Superman son kind of a thing there, the Super Kids or whatever. Look at this. This is Watchmensch. It looks exactly like the Watchmen number 1, but it's like a spoof on it. I thought it was really cool. Found a few of these, that Wolverine 19, I think it is, Walmart thing. Some Harley Quinn stuff. This is that Adam Hughes reprint. Here is Batman Arkham Awakening with Harley Quinn on the cover, and then Bombshells with Harley Quinn and Joker's daughter. I think, well, I'm going to do one more here. This one here is the Flash 100, but what makes this interesting to me is that it's the DC Universe variant there, and that stuff is starting to get some attention now on CBSI and these other websites here. So they're not that easy to find, at least in my opinion. So but I think I'll show one more here. I don't know who did the cover on this one, but I know that the Joshua Middleton to 41 with Psylocke on it is pretty popular. But this is an X-Men Unlimited number 36 with a great Kitty Pryde cover. So, all right, so that's about it. This is Vin Cruz saying thank you so very much for watching. I appreciate it, and I want to thank everybody for any comments, thumbs up, thumbs down, that sort of a thing. But yeah, this is Vin Cruz signing off.